connects. Takes a bounce for a base hit. The runner from second rounds third. He'll try to score. The runner from second scores as well. The hitter gets to second and puts the brakes on. And they're pulling away. We've come full circle to the leadoff man, Manlio Palumbo. In his last at-bat, he hit a single to center. Swings at the first pitch. And that'll be in there for a hit. The runner from second rounds third. The run comes in from second. It's second batter in the order now, Roberto Avila. In his last at-bat, he grabbed them their first lead on a double. Gets his bat on it. It's a high fly ball. John grabs it, and there's one gone. Digging in, Christoph Bautista. In his last at-bat, he hit a double to right. One down, the runner stays right. Right down the middle again.
Right.
A strikeout swinging with the runner in scoring. Let's see what his first pitch is. Hits it, a ground ball towards second. Bell, over to first. Out at first, that's three gone, and top of the second here. Trying to close the gap here. Panama gets set to bat. Digging in, Christoph Bautista, the U.S. national, have a commanding lead as we start the second. Second pitch now. Fastball again. This one's in the air. A short fly ball. He connected on the third pitch, but one away now. Their fifth batter to hit now, Ciprian Soto. First offering is a called strike. That's another fastball. Got him looking with the breaking ball for strike. First pitch on its way. First pitch taken for a strike. Fastball again. Goes down looking. We're in the bottom of the second. The U.S. gets set to bat. Digging in, Matthew Robinson. In his last at-bat, he hit a clutch double. The U.S. national has a huge lead in a high-scoring game so far as they come to the plate here in the second. Hits this one, and that'll be in there for a hit. The U.S. has their leadoff man on, so they have a runner on first with nobody out. A swing and a miss on the first delivery. Middle of the zone that time. Two quick strikes here. A swing and a miss. That's out number one. It's the seventh batter now, Roman Adams. In his last at-bat, he hit a single to center. One out, runner on first. Pulls it, line drive to third, and it's caught. Striding to the plate, the number 8 man in the order, Wataru Kondo. In his last at-bat, he hit a clutch double. He connects. Fly ball to right. He catches it to end the inning. So they're able to get... It's the top of the third. Starting with their number 7 man in the order, Panama gets set to bat. Up to the plate, Hiram Abrego, the U.S. national, have a commanding foul ball. Hits it. In the air, let's see if it'll drop. He connected on the third pitch, but one away now. Up next is the man who wears the mask, batting 8th, Chad-Ho John. One away now. That's another fastball. Goes down via the break. It's the number 9 man now, Ronald Bell. 2 away, bases empty.
No.
First delivery, and it's off the plate for ball one.
No.
That was almost a brush-off pitch there.
Ball there.
Fastball again. Inside again, off the plate.
Ball
The
on.
ball four. His first pitch now.
Ball on.
Batter is thanking his lucky stars on that one.
Hey.
His third pitch here. That's
Aye.
another fastball. Watches that
Aye.
one go by. We're in the bottom of the third. The U.S. gets set to bat. Ninth to bat, Adam Flores. In his last at-bat, he hit a clutch double.
Foul.
That's foul. 0-1. Hits it, fly ball just beyond the infield. That's a base hit. Rounding first. And the hitter makes it to second. The U.S. has their leadoff man on, so they have a runner on second. First pitch here. Big hacky one down the middle, but can't get anything on it. Hits this one. To the left of the shortstop, it gets through. The throw home, so they put themselves in good position here. So they've got men on first and third with nobody out. Now their number 2 man in the order, Roberto Avila. He was out on an infield fly ball in his last at-bat. Nobody out. He connects to left. Will the runner tag up? Runner on third tags up. Throws home. The runner from third makes it home. Now up is their third batter, Christoph Bautista. Misses the first pitch breaking ball. Hits the ball. And the shortstop has it. No play at second, so it goes to first. Out! They get him at first on a tight play. Up now is their DH, Anthony Perez. He grounded out to second in his last at-bat. Hits this one. Takes a bounce for a base hit. The run comes in from second. It's 11-0. The U.S. still have a run-scoring opportunity here. Now up is their fifth batter, Matthew Robinson. He's having a multi-hit game. A weak roller. The third baseman comes in on it. Out at first, that's 3 away. The U.S. tack on 2 in the inning. The fourth inning is just getting underway. Trying to close the gap here. Panama gets set to bat. It's the second batter now, Carlos Salazar. He was out on an infield fly ball in his last at-bat. The U.S. Nationals have a commanding lead as we start. Locked him. First pitch, and that's easily in there for a strike. Fastball again. No. It's the ball. No. Takes the pitch. No. The batter is thanking his lucky stars on that one. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Gives up the wall. Wave and a miss. That's another fastball. That's foul. Struck him out looking. 2 away now. Driving to the plate, the number 5 man in the order, Ciprian Soto. He struck out swinging in his last at-bat. Throws him. The U.S. are all set to begin batting here in the bottom of the 4th. Up next is the 6th spot, Ciprian Soto. He struck out, hits it. A short fly ball, and that'll be in there for a hit. The U.S. has their leadoff man on, so a runner on first with nobody out. Hit the other way to the right side. Past the first baseman. That sets up a run-scoring chance. So they've got men on first and second with nobody out. Up to bat is their 8th man, Wataru Kondo. He flied out to right field in his last at-bat. Swings at the first pitch. And that'll be in there for a hit. A throw to home. It's bases loaded with nobody out. In the box, their ninth batter, Adam Flores. He's having a multi-hit game. He connects. This looks like it's going to land in play. Takes a bounce for a base hit. He passes third. The runner from third makes it home. He passes third. The runner from first scores two. And they're pulling away. Flores with a double that sends all the runners home. It's 14-0. We're back at the top of the lineup. Now batting, Manlio Palumbo. He's recorded 3 hits so far today. Hits one down the middle. It's a blast to center. It's high overhead and well on its way. This one's going to stay in play. The run comes in from second. At the plate, the second batter, Roberto Avila. In his last at-bat, he hit a sac fly. His first pitch. Swings at the first pitch. It's caught for out number one. Up next is the third spot, Christoph Bautista. He grounded out to short in his last at-bat. The U.S. have seen at least 7 from their lineup step up to the batter's box so far this inning. Pulls that one. And that'll be in there for a hit. So they're in prime position now. So they have runners at the corner. Stepping in as a designated hitter, Anthony Perez. In his last at-bat, he hit a clutch double. He pulls it. It's a high fly ball to left. This one's got a chance. Bounces off the wall. The runner from third makes it home. And the hitter advances to second base. Perez with an RBI base hit right off. Up to bat is their 5th man, Matthew Robinson. You'd expect him to get something on a weak breaking ball like that, but he misses. He connects. It's a high arcing fly. And he can't get to it. The runner from third makes it home. The runner from second scores as well. The hitter gets to second and puts the brakes on. And they're pulling away. Robinson with a 2 RBI hit. Their 6th batter to hit now, Ciprian Soto. In his last at-bat, he reached base on a single. The U.S. must be seeing the baseball like a balloon from the top to the bottom of the order. He connects. It's a high arcing fly. Into the alley and right, it drops down for a hit. The run comes in from second, and the hitter makes it to second. At the plate, the 7th batter, Roman Adams. In his last at-bat, he had a single to right. Gets him to swing for a strike. That's another fastball. Hits this one. Takes a bounce for a base hit. The runner from second rounds third. He'll try to score. The run comes in from second. Panama is going to substitute their... In the box, their 8th batter, Wataru Kondo. In his last at-bat, he hit a single to center.
Play!
He connects. Gets jammed, but lifts it into center. Looks like he's under it. The center fielder grabs it for the second out. Digging in, Adam Flores. In his last at-bat, he hit a clutch double. 2 away now.
Time! Play!
Swings at the first pitch. And that'll be in there for a hit. The runner from first round second going for third. And the hitter makes it to second. So they've set up a great opportunity here. Hits one down the middle. It's in there for a hit to shallow center. The runner from second round third. The runner from second scores as well. And they're pulling away. Hello. Second to bat, Roberto Avila. Let's see how he starts this at bat. He connects. The runner on first, round second, going for third. So they put themselves in good position here. 2 out, runners on first and third. Next up is their third batter, Christoph Bautista. In his last at bat, he had a single. Swings at the first pitch. Here's a big drive. Hit hard to the outfield. The runner from third makes it home. He passes third. The runner from first scores 2. And they're pulling away. Up now is their DH, Anthony Perez. In his last at bat, he hit a clutch double. Big swing at the first delivery for strike number 1. Hits this one. Hit into shallow center. It falls in quickly. The throw home. So they're in prime position now. 2 out, runners on first and third. Their fifth batter to hit now, Matthew Robinson. In his last at bat, he hit a clutch double. 2 away, runners on first. Pitch one down the middle. Willems throws over to first. Out at first, that's 3 gone, and the inning's over. We've reached the top of the 5th. Trying to close the gap here, Panama gets set to bat. It's the 6th man in the order now, Marine Willems. He struck out looking in his last at bat. The U.S. Nationals have a commanding lead as we start the 5th. Hits it. It's quite a drive. It's going back. Made contact on a fastball, but the left fielder hauls it in. 1 out. 7th batter in the order now, Hiram Abrego. He was out on an infield fly ball in his last at bat. First offering is a cold strike. Fastball again. Pops it up. It's a high fly ball. He connected on the 3rd pitch, but 2 away now. It's the 8th spot in the order now, Chanaho John. He struck out swinging in his last at bat. 2 away now. Gets him to reach for one at the bottom of the zone. Strike. Lets this one go for a ball. 4th pitch on its way. Good pitch to swing on, you'd think, as it goes for a strike. Goes down looking. 3 down, and we'll change sides. It's the bottom of the 5th. The U.S. gets set to bat. In the box, their 6th batter, Ciprian Sosa. Hits it, fly ball just beyond the infield. That's a base hit. The U.S. has their leadoff man on. Runner on first, nobody out. You can tell he wanted that badly, but misses out in front. Swings and misses are 1 out of the zone. Let's see if he goes outside next. Hits one down the middle. Hit past the infield. That sets up a run-scoring chance. So they've got men on first and second with nobody out. In the box, their 8th batter, Wataru Kondo. He flied out to center field in his last at-bat. Runners on first and second, nobody out. Hits one down the middle. It's into center field. He passes third. Kondo with an RB. It's the 9th batter now, Adam Flores. He's recorded 4 hits so far today. Misses on the breaking ball. Gets on by him right down the middle. And so the man on the mound hangs on. A strikeout swinging with the runners in scoring position. He connects. The runner from third makes it home. Palumbo! Digging in, Roberto Avila. In his last at-bat, he had a single to right. Big hack and run down the middle, but can't get anything on it. Hits the ball in the center of the plate. That's foul. plate for a ball. His fourth pitch now. He struck out with runners in scoring position. 2 away now. Stepping up to the plate is their third batter, Christoph Bautista. In his last at-bat, he hit a clutch double. The U.S. have seen at least 7 from their lineup step up to the batter's box so far this inning. That's foul. A strikeout swinging with a chance to score. 3 down and... We've entered the 6th inning here. Trying to close the gap here. Panama gets set to bat. At the plate, the 9th batter, Ronald Bell. He was walked in his previous plate appearance. The U.S. Nationals have a commanding lead as we start the 6th. Got jammed by a fastball, and he fouls out, and there's 1 gone. Stepping in as a designated hitter, Shmuel Espinosa. He struck out looking in his last at-bat. 1 away now. His timing was off there on the strikeout. Second to bat, Carlos Salazar. He struck out looking in his last at-bat. 2 outs, bases empty. That's another fastball. Struck him out. It's the bottom of the 6th. The U.S. will start this inning with the number 4 man in the order coming to the plate. Anthony Perez. And hits it. He gathers it. 1 out. It's the 5th spot in the order now. Matthew Robinson. He grounded out to short in his last at-bat. A swing and a miss on the first delivery. Hits it. It's quite a drive. It's going back. And that'll be in there for a hit. Rounding first. The hitter advances to second base. Runner on second with 1 gone. Digging in, Ciprian Soto. In his last at-bat, he reached base on a single. Well hit. The outfielders are heading back, but that ball does not appear to be coming down toward the right field pole, but it's foul. Upstairs breaking ball, and he can't lay off. Behind in the count now, 2 strikes. Gets his bat on it. Here's a big drive. It's on its way down. Deep to left center. Possible extra bases here. And the hitter advances to second base. So they've set up a great opportunity here. 1 out, runners on second and third. Now, their 7th batter, Roman Adams. In his last at-bat, he had a single to right. First pitch. He connects. Heading to center. Will he throw home? The runner on third is on the move. Runner from third makes it home. They capitalize on the sac fly. The U.S. digging in, Wataru Kondo. In his last at-bat, he hit a clutch single. Let's see what his first pitch is. Swings at the first pitch. Here's a big drive. A hit to deep right. The runner from third makes it home. He's coming around second, heading for third. And he makes it to third. Kondo with an art. 9th batter in the order now, Adam Flores. First pitch on its way. Gets him to swing for a quick first strike. He connects. Takes a bounce for a base hit. The runner from third makes it home. The hitter gets to second and puts the brakes on. The U.S. find themselves in a pretty... Panama. We've come full circle to the leadoff man, Manlio Palumbo. In his last at-bat, he hit a clutch single. He connects. Back through to the left. Throws home. So they put themselves in good position here. 2 out, runners on first and third. In the box, their second batter, Roberto Avila. He struck out swinging in his last at-bat. 2 down, runners on first. Hits this one. It meets the ground in right center. The runner from first round second going for third. To second. He tags the runner for the 3rd out. The U.S. The game continues here in the top of the seventh. Panama will start this inning at the heart of their order.
Strike.
Up to bat comes Matthew Robinson. He was walked in his previous plate appearance. The U.S. Nationals have a commanding lead as we start the seventh. This one's in the air. Looks like he's under it. He connected on the third pitch, but one away now. Digging in, Christoph Bautista. He struck out looking in his last at-bat. One away now.
No.
And that was almost a brush-off pitch there. Full throttle up the middle and blows it by him. Fastball again. Watches that one go by for the strikeout. In the box, their fifth batter, Ciprian Soto. He struck out looking in his last at-bat. Two away, bases empty. That's foul. That's another fastball. That's a strikeout. 3 down, and we'll change sides. Panama. The U.S. will start this inning at the heart of their order. Christoph Bautista enters the batter's box. The U.S. net pops it up. It's traveling far. He skied it high. He came out aggressively on the very first pitch, but the center fielder hauls it in, 1 out. Up now is their DH, Anthony Perez. He grounded out to short in his last at-bat. Hits it. It gets by the infielder. So that gives him a runner at first with 1 out. Digging in, Matthew Robinson. In his last at-bat, he hit a double to right.
Strike one.
He hits one to the opposite side. Deep to left. The left fielder catches it for out number 2. Now up is their sixth batter, Ciprian Soto. In his last at-bat, he hit a double to center. 2 away. Swings at the first pitch. Seventh to bat, Roman Adams. In his last at-bat, he hit a sac fly. Hits this one. And they're pulling. Striding to the plate, the number 8 man in the order, Wataru Kondo. In his last at-bat, he hit a clutch triple.
Ball one.
Batter is thanking his lucky stars on that one. His second pitch here. A good one to swing at, and he does, but can't find the ball. Hits this one.
Out.